Ribal Al Assad, who is the President's cousin, joins us now from central London. Thank you for joining us on Sky News this afternoon. We've seen these images, we see them periodically, we can't verify them, but you have been speaking to people on the ground. What are they telling you, sir?
Yes, good evening, Kay. So I've been, for the past few days, I've been speaking to people in the military secret services and people who are also in the army. And the problem that there are a lot of people around Bashar who are, of course, unhappy with what's happening in Syria, but they do not see a future. They do not see what's the future after Bashar's government is gone. They do not see a future where they will be included in that transition. And they are very worried. For example, the regime also brought back people who are, very aggressive, who are known for their aggressivity, like General Sleiman Abdullah, who was head of the military secret services in Latakia. He was brought back. Also, another general head of the Palestinian branch has been brought back, and this shows that the regime is not ready to have dialogue, and in the contrary, they are ready to put on a fight. And you have people, for example, like Hafiz Makhlouf, who's Bashar's cousin from his mother's side, who apparently also is having a great show of force in Damascus, with armed people going around everywhere, picking up people in the streets, making them files, and that's a big problem. So we have to try, of course, as I said 2 days ago, I welcome the Arab League's steps, and I also would welcome a UN resolution that would stop the violence in Syria. They have to sit. Yes, sorry.
Sorry, I interrupted you, but I just wondered about your view on why the generals continue to support your cousin. Is that because they fear the unknown? They're not sure what will happen if he is deposed?
Yes, they do fear the unknown. They do fear that we'll have the same problem that happened in Iraq, because you hear the opposition abroad, for example, they have been talking about an all-inclusive opposition, but there are no practical steps taken by them. Actually, they have only seen the contrary of that when you had those opposition, domestic opposition, who went to Cairo when they had a meeting last week with the Arab League, and they were attacked by members of the SNC. They were attacked with, they threw at them eggs and tomatoes and stones and some punches. Well, we want democracy in Syria. All those people want democracy. They want to move forward. They want a peaceful transitional change, but they do not want this kind of, they do not want to change, replace a dictatorship with a theocracy. They don't want, they're asking themselves if those people are acting this way while they are in Egypt. So what would they have done to those people who don't agree with them if they were in Damascus? So the people, the opposition inside Syria and the opposition abroad need to speak with the same voice. They need to show the world that we are all united. It's going to be an inclusive transition where everyone will be included from all sects, all ethnicities, and that's the only way forward.
What does this mean for your cousin, though, sir? I mean, he is paying lip service to the Arab League, isn't he? He is saying that he will withdraw tanks from restive cities, that he will cease attacks on protesters, that he will engage in dialogue with the opposition. But then 370 people have been killed, according to reports, since the 2nd of November.
I mean, we also have to know that, as I say, he doesn't control everything. You have people around him who are very strong, like Hafiz Makhlouf and his other cousin Rami Makhlouf, Atif Najib, all those generals who are around him, and they do fear for the future. Those people have been very aggressive in the past. They have shown no mercy. They have been very corrupt. So those people know that if Bashar moves towards any change, that they are going to be trialed. And but at the same time, as I said, they are very happy with how the opposition has been acting abroad, that the opposition is not unified, that they have not been able until now to agree on anything, and this is what they're what they're working with. They're trying to scare all minorities in Syria, telling them, you see what's happening, it's either you stand with us or you're going to have this kind of opposition that is not inclusive, that are mainly, for example, members of the Muslim Brotherhood and all others, and as I said, people do not want that. When
we must I'm so sorry, we must leave it there, but thank you very much indeed for joining us. We really appreciate it. Ribal Al Assad, cousin of President Assad of Syria. Thank you.
Thank you very much.